Hello, everyone. Happy day. We're on day 6. And we're still with the fire element. Yesterday we worked with the heart. Today we work with its pair, the small intestine. And we're going to stay at the pinky. We're going to start with the mudra for deepening. I just read that when we work with the fire element, it's really about listening. As we'll see, the small intestine is going to end in the ear. So we're going to do Dvimukham Mudra. Very simple. Pinkies touching, the ring finger touching, also fire element, the triple burner that we'll get to. Just the rest of the fingers spread nicely, not too much activity. It's a very open gesture. Slightly curled fingers. You can bring that right down into your lap. Tune into your breath. Travel the breath's pathway. And we're going to sit with this mudra for about 5 minutes, deepening our awareness and our ability to listen to what's happening on the inside. Like, how are we feeling? The organs we've already explored, celebrated. The lungs and the heart. The stomach and the spleen. Pancreas is in there as well. Large intestine, small intestine today. Out of the mind, let's deepen our awareness into the body, noticing how we feel. Where there is ease and where there is dis-ease. And as we continue to sit with this mudra for deepening, let's visualize the small intestine meridian. You can stay with the mudra. We ended off yesterday on the inner pinky nail. Now you want to go on to the outer pinky nail. So more lateral. And as this is a yang organ at the outside of the arm, we're going to do the back of the arm. So it's basically a great yang, a Tai Yang meridian. So you follow it from the lateral pinky nail. You basically go back at the back of the thumb there, or the pinky. So it's really the back of the hand there, but just to the base. You go up the ulnar bone to the elbow. So not a lot of muscle there, it's very bony along that ulnar bone to the elbow. And you go up the back of the arm where the triceps are. And it's going to do a zigzag pattern. So it's like we're going to go into the armpit crease, but it's the back of the armpit. And then across the shoulder blade, like a heartbeat, up, down, up, down. You can send a picture. It says, looks a little bit like a heartbeat. Nice zigzag pattern across the shoulder blade. To the back of the neck, it's going to dive a deep internal pathway through the heart, the stomach, and into the small intestine. But as you stay with the points, we go up the side of the neck, right into the center of the cheek. There'll be another internal pathway that will dive in right into the corner of the eye, where we'll meet urinary bladder 1, and that'll be Monday for us. But from the cheek, the external pathway, it ends in the ear. So a deep listening. Small intestine listens to the heart. The small intestine protects the heart. Its job is to separate the pure from the impure. With the food, with the drink, with experience and thoughts, with emotions. We want that connection between the small intestine and the heart. We want the small intestine to listen to the heart, its needs. So it's very beneficial when we're working with small intestine to deepen our ability to listen, to hear, to gently respond. You can release your hands, any kind of rotations, wiggling, to strengthen the connection between the heart and large intestine, small intestine. If you look at your forearm, the pinky side, the ulnar bone, very hard there, very bony surface. Halfway up the arm is 6. So we want to go, they call it a sun. It's about a width of a thumb. We want to go 1 sun back to the pinky. So halfway up your arm, then come down. And you're going to look for that divot. I can feel it right there in the bone. We want to go between the bone and the muscle next to it. And you're looking, there's a little divot. I can feel it. It's so nice when you can feel it. This is small intestine 7, small intestine 7, sorry. 6 suna. And we want to apply direct pressure. Make sure you do both of them. Breathe into that direct pressure. Know that you're strengthening that very intimate relationship between the yin and the yang pair of heart and small intestine. The heart has 3 protectors. The small intestine, remember, it separates the pure from the impure. The pure it sends to the body, it sends it to the heart. We could even think in the mind, the Shen, the mind. Only the pure gets through. And the impure we send down and out as waste to be out of the body. We'll see next week that the pericardium protects the heart from shock. And the triple burner protects the boundaries, good for the immune system. But today, the small intestine, very intimate connection with the heart. After you've applied direct pressure to small intestine 7 there, you can just sit and notice how you feel. Heart's energy is this up and out energy. And the small intestine, much like the large intestine, is a down and a dispersing, and a down and out. You can give yourself a little downward pat. It's really in the middle of your belly. The small intestine, it winds and coils from the stomach to the large intestine. And it's about 2 to 3 meters of coil, small intestine. So when you do pat in the small intestine area, you can do some oblique, down and oblique angles, because it's this coiling action. We can help the small intestine with its job, separating the pure from the impure, with the fire element sound. You want to open your mouth so wide that you feel it in your cheek out to your ear. And the sound is ha, H-A-W. Ha. 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 You can sit with any heat that was created. Small intestine doesn't like to be cold. They say that the small intestine is an alchemist, right? The transformer. Separates the pure from the impure with the food and the drink. And in our mind, discrimination, choosing, the discernment. When we're in balance here, making the right decisions, no confusion. We listen to the spirit mind so we can think intuition. And when we're imbalanced here, confusion, leading to anxiety, distress. When the small intestine is there in distress, it doesn't listen to the heart. So we stay with the color red, the red of the embers of the fire. We talked about 2 days of tasting red foods, bringing them into our body. And today we're going to actually do a second mudra. This is Mira Mudra for nourishment. This is going to tie a lot of our week together. So thumbs are lungs, pinky, right? The inner edge for the heart, the outer edge for the small intestine. Gather them together, thumbs and pinkies, all four touching. Then we take the ring finger, bring them up to touch. This will be next week, triple burner. A protector of the heart. Middle finger, pericardium next week, protector of the heart. And then we really stretch out our index finger, and we know this is large intestine, right? Letting go of anything we don't need. Try to separate the thumb and pinkies away from the index fingers, spread the other two fingers. We hold this mudra. It's a mudra for nourishment. We can help out the small intestine, bringing in good foods, yeah? More pure, so the small intestine doesn't have to work so hard. And as we continue to sit with this mudra for nourishment, let us follow the path of nourishment. Remember at the nostrils, we had that point, welcome the fragrance, smelling our food. At the eyes, seeing the food. So seeing and smelling. The stomach meridian right below the eye. We smile, open our mouth, the food comes in, the tongue connected to the heart, tasting the food. Where on the tongue do we taste the different flavors? And then the cheek. We chew the food. So much through the neck, we swallow down the esophagus into the stomach. Into the small intestine. Into the large intestine, and then out. And as much as we can, noticing, paying attention to this path of nourishment. And we're so lucky in the season we're in, which is the fire season, great for heart and small intestine, summer. So much nourishment being grown from this earth for us. You can release your hands. You can massage that small intestine line if you'd like, from pinky, outer hand, outer arm, elbow, back of the arm. Bit of a zigzag on the shoulder blades. Up the neck, feels good. To the cheek, and then to the ear. So grateful for you. So grateful for this time. Thank you, organs. Thank you, small intestine. We'll backtrack. Thank you, heart. Thank you, spleen. Thank you, stomach. Thank you, large intestine. Thank you, lungs. We pick up on Monday with urinary bladder. So we're in the middle of a circuit, and we're in the middle of a yang posterior circuit. So let that energy of the back body support you until we meet again. Right? The energy of the back body, that energy of support. I thank you so much love, so much gratitude. Enjoy your day. Namaste.